It's kind of, oh, wait, you hear that music?
I did. I loved it. I heard some leaves falling.
Yes. It's almost like Frankenstein or Black Cat could be around the corner. Tara Tesher is here with Temp-tations Entertaining. Tara, I think I've had like a 5-minute presentation with you. This is our first
It's all
hour
good.
for
I love it. I love spending time with you. I don't care if it's 5 minutes or 60 minutes.
And with the onset of fall, we've been talking about football, right, and how perfect it is. It's time to get decorating and get your home ready for the fall. And Tara has been working hard to restock certain items that flew out and bring us brand new pieces that you've never seen before. So let's dive right in. I'm going to give you a couple of item numbers so you can shop early. I cannot explain to you how wise it would be for you to shop early on the following. I watched your last presentation with Rick on that. You were calling in.
Yeah.
And all Rick was doing, God bless him, was going, this one sold out. This one sold out. This one sold out. Friends, it's sold out completely the last day we brought them to you. It is the fiber optic set of 2 seasonal candles. We have them in Harvest, Pumpkin Patch, and Buffetti. So which choice am I looking at right here? Buffetti with our Frankenstein and our mummy, but we have 3 choices. This will not last. Please look at your feature price, $31.47, $10.49 easy pay. The music is cracking me up. Only order of the season.
Yes.
Will not last. Okay. Customer top rated is this next item. It is your seasonal figural platter. I don't know how you just order one of these. You're going to see it in a second. And honestly, at this price in easy pay, wait for this price. $30. This is the seasonal figural platter in your choice of witch's hat. We have the spider web. We have the cat. Do we have the pumpkin and the leaf?
We do. They're right in the front. So
Pumpkin
those are kind of your Halloween choices. And then in the front, there's your pumpkin and your leaf.
3 easy payments, unbelievable, of $9.99. See, oh my goodness gracious. I really wish I could make what I see on top of that tray right there. Never going to happen in my lifetime. 822-7321 is your item number. If you see either of these and you're going, I need to have that, please do not wait for the presentation. Cannot stress that enough. Shall we start with something new?
I am so excited about this.
Shall we start with only order of the year? Shall we start with easy pay goes away at the end of the day on this, the 24-inch, I'm going to turn to the side because you need to see dimension on this, the ribbon wreath from Temp-tation in your choice of Buffetti and Harvest. All right, so right now you're looking at Harvest. And then Tara's going to have the Buffetti.
Yes, look at that.
It's got the boo
with the boo in the middle, and of course all painted with, of course, the beautiful Buffetti pattern. First of all, I love ribbon wreaths. This one has layer upon layer, not only of ribbons, but they're all posable, which is fantastic. So when you get it out of the box, you're going to want to zhuzh it, right? And I love the fact that we did it on that twig circle, so that again it adds to the lightweight, but it also adds to, again, the durability. So when you hang that up there, look how beautiful. This is the Harvest. And do you notice, Jen, that it's multiple ribbons coming together, pumpkins and the little truck and the word thankful all entwined in that beautiful ribbon there.
Okay, right now everybody's jumping all over this, the Harvest choice. Both of them, I feel like, extend to the entire Harvest season. This one has the pumpkin in the middle. And then, Quinny, I don't know if we can come in close on this one, but you'll see how it, you know how we have the traditional red truck for Christmas.
Yes.
It's the orange truck for Harvest. It even says Harvest on it. And this is the ribbon that has the wire edge to it, so you can mold it, you can bend it. And then this mesh ribbon has such dimension and depth to it, but it's also adorned with the berries and the leaves. And then you have on the back, super, super lightweight, but still has that very botanical feel to it. So you get instant wow on something that you're going to use year after year. So this is that kind of like style that you would pick up maybe at an orchard somewhere that has a gift shop, right? But it's probably twice as much. And here it is on an easy pay of $12.50, and nobody else has anything like this.
And that's what I love about it, right? Incorporating that beautiful ribbon with that twine circle, then with that beautiful wood right there in the center. And I love these for indoor or outdoor. There's that beautiful Buffetti. And what I love about that is we did little candy corns. We did such fun ways that this is for indoor or outdoor, covered outdoor. So I love it for your front door. I love it for that type of space. And we've never, ever done anything like this. Here's the boo. So I want to brag on the boo a little bit too. And it might be easier just to kind of take a peek right here. So again, all the different ribbons. So not only do you have like the polka dot, you have the little ghost ribbon here, so cute. You have the movable and posable candy corns. And then you have that boo right there in the center. So I love the combo of the black and the orange and of course the pops of white and then that cute little boo poking through. And remember, these are all movable, so you can kind of fix this however you want.
Okay, so this is the story that Temp-tations weaves, where it creates a theme and then crafts them and weaves them into everything from bakers, which we have coming up in the show that is also a napkin holder, into the fiber optic candles. That will not last, that are coming up a little bit later in the show. And you see how they have the spider webs. We even have a resin wreath coming up a little bit later that also ties into buffetti. So it's that theme that you can build, but it's also a perfect gift. As soon as I saw that, I thought like on a teacher's door, how adorable that would be, right? Or you know, each season I like to put wreaths on doors inside the house too, and just kind of collect them over the years. And here it is for less than $50 that you have year over year. And also, if you're like me, I like to celebrate Halloween in more of the Casper the Ghost type theme than the horror show theme.
Me too.
Right? Okay.
The cutesy, the cutesy Halloween. Yes, of course.
The candy corns and the fun, cute little ghosts and that sort of thing. So
Frankie.
the trick-or-treaters will see this and be like, oh, this is where the good candy is.
100%.
Right?
Yes. But there is something so practical about the harvest too, and I love fall because it's kind of our longest season.
The longest season.
So you can put that right on your door and enjoy it day after day or decorate with it inside. These are 24 inches. These are jumbo. And I love the fact that they're lightweight, so you don't have to worry about it kind of hanging you down on your doors. And that's what is important.
Against the
banging.
door.
Exactly. Look at how beautiful all the layers are.
And I can tell you this too, 24 inches is a perfect size for apartment doors. So if you don't have that grand front door and you don't want it to be overwhelmed by something like that, you can. But I invite you, seriously, to shop around other brands that do home decor and these elevated decor pieces. First of all, are not going to have this level of detail. And nobody has patterns like Temp-tations. They're all exclusive to them. And then you would never find it at $49.98. This is a bill to ship to, if ever there was one. If you are finally traveling back to someone's home for Thanksgiving, send this ahead of time. But I've been watching these entertaining shows from Temp-tations, and these pieces are not lasting. So if you're looking at either of these and going, oh, I'm sure there's plenty more, it's only the 1st of September, which I can't believe I just said. No, that's not going to be the case. In fact, in just the blink of an eye, we'll be doing Christmas.
And by the way, this is our only harvest hour. So in our decor,
is it really?
That is true.
No.
So when you say there is no more, there is no more. What you see today is what we have in our collection.
All right, update. If you want the harvest choice, there's 600 left. Just a few more in the buffetti. It sounds really funny when Scott says buffetti.
I'll bet. Buffetti. Buffetti.
So yeah, make your choice. If you want to get a closer look at that detail, go to QVC.com because they both have the orange ribbon, but it's the buffetti that has kind of that white and gold kind of sprinkled into it as well. You could easily get both of them and switch them out from October to November. All right. Thank you. Okay, so this next presentation is an extremely relevant one, both for the season and also for when we talk about the fiber optic candles. Okay, right now we're talking about the resin pillar candle holder. Now, it's important that you know this is the only order of the year. It's important that you know if you have shopped any of the other buffetti pieces that you've been seeing it kind of sprinkled into other shows. Here it is for either your luminara candles, your pillars from other flameless, or the fiber optics that are coming up just a little bit later. So we have it in Mummy. I got to turn it so you can see her sweet face. Because again, this is the kind of Halloween that I celebrate. The sweet, completely safe, you want to invite her in and give her cookies and a cup of tea kind of thing. And then equally charming is Frankie. It's not Frankenstein. He's
Little
the cute
Frankie.
He's little Frankie.
Little Frankie.
Little Frankie, which makes him sound like he has a rap album coming out.
And he might. He might.
Right? So his new album drops on Tuesday.
You can get it here, though, ahead of time, before it drops.
Oh, he's even holding the
He's
little
trick-or-treating. Yes.
I can't.
And I got to show you. So we have it over here, too, Jen, where we can really kind of admire. I love it on the mantle. That's truly why I designed it. I'm going to take these guys off for a second. So here they are. They're nice and big. They're resin, which means you can get all of that beautiful detail. They sit on those great pedestals. They have the polka dot around the base. There's little Frankie. He's got his buffetti T-shirt on. Of course. He's holding his adorable little trick-or-treater. But here's why I designed these. Yes, it holds a pillar, but ready to blow your mind? it also can hold a taper. So I designed this so that, again, you can have both in one.
Super smart.
So if you want to reverse that, you can. You have the tapers, again, for both. Or if you're picking up our fiber optic candles, which I highly recommend you do. They sell out every year, literally. That works back too, and we'll show you the magic of those. But look how fun. You could pick up one of each and a set of the candles, and you could put Frankie on Mummy and Mummy on Frankie because they trick or treat together and they hang together.
They're best of
Look at her.
buds.
Look at her eyelashes, her adorable purple bow, and then all wrapped in that Mummy with, of course, her cobweb necklace. All the way down to the base, you guys. Look how sweet. Her little trick-or-treat bag, and again, the polka dot. These are so sweet.
All right.
I love these.
Update, our candle presentation is next. You're dialing in already. You're asking about the fiber optic candles. I'm just to let you know.
Yeah.
With 600 remaining in each of our sweet little Mummy and sweet little Frankie. I think Frankie is the upstairs in the control room favorite.
Look at the bolts on the side of his head. And again, his jacket, all of the little detail. And that's why I wanted to do this in resin. Give it that lightweight feel, but also be able to give you that thick kind of detail all the way around. You can even see like the muscle, even the hair, everything down his back. Again, all of those great details. These are so fun to flank on your table, to put on your mantle. Maybe it's in your entryway. Like, these are just so sweet.
I would even just put like a little bowl on top of it with some Hershey Kisses in it. You know, just like for throughout the season, make it a little treat bowl, do that too. But I know you've got the pillar candles lying around, and maybe you have different bases for them, or they're just set out some right now. Pick those up, and it converts it into a Halloween display, right? You're picking up the fiber optic candles. They are literally made for each other. Oh my gosh, that's perfect too, right? With the ceramic pumpkin on top.
With the pumpkin,
Yeah,
look right here. Love, love, love. You can take the one of the pumpkins that's coming up. There's a set of 3 in the show. Look how fun to just kind of pop that pumpkin right on top of there and tie that all together. Great idea, Carol.
She's balancing that on her head.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So remember, it's for, of course, a pillar or also a taper. And I love what you were saying. We all have pillars and tapers. Now pick these up, and you have both of them.
And now you made it a Halloween
Or you can do 2 Mummies, 2 Frankies. You don't have to do one of each. But look how sweet that is.
I'm just going to hold this up nice and clean so you can see what you're getting. Guys, this is 1 foot tall. It's 12 inches tall. I mean, I always look for the measurements when it comes to home decor pieces because that helps me get a sense of scale, especially when you see this price tag. It does not, pardon the pun, but measure up to. It should be twice as much, right? And this has a weight to it. It's not incredibly weighty because it's that lightweight resin, but it's meant to last you year after year after year. So it becomes a part of that holiday heirloom collection that you have. So there's Frankie. I'm going to give him his fiber optic candle back because...
And then his bestie.
Okay, wait. Let me show everybody the Mummy real quick. There you go. All the way around, detail all the way around. And she's already hit up the neighborhood. Like,
she went to the house with the good candy.
She went to the house with the good candy, like the full-size candy bars. You know how you always had that one house that had to flex on everybody else and gives out the full-size Milky Ways? Wasn't my house, just saying. Anyway. All right, so keep those in mind, guys, when we talk about the fiber optics, which is next.
Oh, I'm so excited about these.
The world can't wait.
Yes.
Actually, the world hasn't waited. Tara told me, she goes, y'all, I don't know if we should have put this on the website as early as we did because people have already been shopping. We've already had 300 orders since I mentioned it at the start of the hour. The last time you saw this was with Rick Domeyer. Tara was calling in, Skyping in, and all I heard the entire time, like Tara would go, oh yeah, and it's, ooh, you hear that?
Ooh. Well, here's the magic.
Tara would say something and poor Rick would have to remove some from the set. They sold out completely. It even sounds like Quinny.
It does. Oh my gosh.
All right. This is too cute for words, but we'll try to come up with some. It is the only order of the year. When we do Halloween harvest, we do not restock because we have to move on to Christmas. All right. So this is the boat pulling in, and this is the shipment on the fiber optic set of 2. So you're not looking at it and going, oh, I want the Frankie, but I also want the Mummy. You get both of them for $31.47. More have finally just gotten stock. Okay, so here we go with our choices. That is your buffetti. Oh, Tara. Okay, so we have 900 remaining. I don't like that.
No,
that's not going to last.
That is not going to last.
That's not going to last.
And
right,
then, and then I have to show you. So a little bit about fiber optics. They have a twinkling to them, Jen, and they also have like a color morphing to them, and that's what truly brings them to life. So here's that pumpkin patch, and we can bring them forward if it's easier to tell. You just tell us, guys, because I really want you to be able to appreciate the fact that it cascades down. Should we bring them forward, Jen? It cascades down the table. So again, I'm just going to bring these over here
want you
because I
to
really
swap them
want you to
out.
just see these. Look how beautiful. So pumpkin patch is a pattern that we don't always carry. These are true wax candles. Thank you. Beautiful. Where you have that nice illumination and that glow. And these are on timers. They're 6 hours on, 18 hours off. So you literally can set them and forget them. And here's what I also do. There's fiber optics on the front, but maybe you just want that subtle, soft, warm glow on the back. You can turn these however you want to bring them to life. So that's your pumpkin patch. That's a very elegant, updated look there. And then you have what I love also, which is the harvest. Absolutely gorgeous. See how they're twinkling? See how that beautiful glow there? And I love the fact that they're on time. Look at that. That they're on timers.
I've never seen anything like this,
right.
where you have the light on the exterior and the interior.
Correct.
Right?
This is
because
why
if
they've
we
been so
had
popular.
all of these embellishments, the leaves, the acorns, and all that prettiness, but it wasn't lit, it looks like something's left. So if you don't have that flame flickering on the inside, you have the fiber optic on the outside, but it's not that piercing kind of old school LED lighting.
Right.
Instead, it's subtle and it's soft, and it adds a little bit of like sparkle and magic to the theme, and that theme changes, right? So is it more of that falling leaves, chilly morning, harvest leaves? Is it bring on Halloween, bring on the trick-or-treaters in the buffetti? Or I think the pumpkin is kind of a little bit of both.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Because that works for both harvest and for Halloween.
Yes, it does. And I love the idea, like, look, I think we all have kind of pillar sticks, whether you're putting them on with Little Mummy or Frankie, or you just want to kind of elevate them up on the ones. They'll fit all your pillar sizes, which are beautiful. So look how that just, I can't. I love Little Frankie and Little Mummy so much. They are perfect. See how we were able to colorize the twinkling of the beautiful fiber optic? That's, you can truly get precision in that color. I love this.
Quitty, you're
and then you
freaking me
have the
out.
glow in the back. So again, if you don't like that twinkle per se, look at that. Look at his eyes. We're able to get the fiber optics in his eyes and her eyes.
Oh, we have 300
How fun
left
is
in
that?
buffetti. 300 left. We have a total of 1,100 altogether.
Oh, my
I'm hearing
gosh.
actually that's Jack in audio. Jack, thank you for searching for the spookiest and yet somehow sweetest music that you can find for our Temptation show. That is perfect. Okay, mix and match, mix and match, mix and match.
Yes.
Right? You get one or two or whatever of one theme, you mix them with the others. So let's say Halloween is over, it's bittersweet, moving on to harvest. You take the buffetti, you move it to the side, and you've got either or both the pumpkin.
Yes.
It mixes beautifully with the harvest. It really does look like
I
if we
love
did a
the
set of
idea.
four, we
Yeah.
would do the set of four together. Because
Yeah.
when you break it down, it's like $16 per fiber optic candle. And it's not even, oh, sorry, you have to go get that weird battery that nobody has. They're AA batteries.
Double A's. And the timer for me is everything. Like, I'm going to walk over here because look how fun this is. So we have the cloche coming up in a little bit, but look how fun the whole collection, just by popping in some of the harvest. Look,
No, I'm just thinking,
I'm
like,
like-
everybody's going to want it. So I'm just going to say this now because you're going to ask our order entry operators. And I want to make life a little easier for them. So this is the cloche.
Yes.
That's coming up a little later. All right, and it holds perfectly the pillar candles. You can stay tuned for that, or you can ask for the Temptations close. We have the lettered sign, in this case, with the pumpkin. We have the baker / napkin holder coming up. And obviously, we're talking about the fiber optics. If you want the beaded runner, that is available too.
Yeah, like this whole collection, right, is a pop of sophistication, whether this is on your sideboard or this is down your table, and you have that beautiful fiber optics. This is what I love. QVC doesn't offer fiber optic candles much, so the fact that it twinkles, the fact that it has that illumination, and it has that warm, sweet glow that's reminiscent of true wax candles. This is why year after year they have completely sold out. I love that we can bring them back in the patterns that you love to collect. If you picked up the wreath in the pumpkin, pick up the harvest leaves, like so much fun.
Oh, I think that's why every year they sell out. It's because of their uniqueness. It's like equal parts to me, whimsy and also something really classic at the same time. So you can decorate and fit into that theme of trick-or-treating and Halloween's, but it's not full-blown cartoonish, kind of, you know, overly whimsy. It's very, very sophisticated. We have 2,000 orders. If you want buffetti, 200 remaining. If you want harvest, where did the harvest go? 1,100 remaining. Oh, still back there.
Yes.
And then 1,200 remaining in pumpkin patch. But we've had 2,000 orders. So if you're doing the math and adding them all together, almost as many have been ordered as we have remaining. Then I feel bad because there are so many collectors of buffetti. They're at work right now. Or they're just not tuned in, right? And they're like, wait, I have the platter and I want to pick that up. So you're going to be one of the last few to pick it up. And then pumpkin patch, I don't know about you. This was really, for me, the first morning where I walked out early and I went, wait, it's starting to feel like
It's feeling like fall.
Right? And I
Yes.
know it's warmed up throughout the day, but like, And then I went, oh my gosh, and it's September 1st. Like the timing is right. And
Yes.
that means it's coming and the leaves will start falling. I was joking on Instagram earlier, like we all mourn the end of summer, but when you think about it, we love summer because we used to have it off as kids.
I read this. I love
Right.
that.
Well,
Yes.
I don't have it off anymore. I'm excited about fall, right? Because
Yes.
the kids are back at school,
Right.
frankly, and also it means cooler temperatures, and I'm not a hot, sweaty mess anymore. And the candy goes on sale, and spooky season
Look how
is
sweet
here.
this is too, right? Like I know we only have a handful left in the buffetti, but I want to show you, like you could pick up the whole collection and have little Mummy and little Frankie holding, of course, the sweet little
Right.
pillars there. The pumpkins are still coming. We have the wreath and the
But let's
witch.
say we changed them out for the pumpkin, right?
Love.
Like we
Look
don't
how
go,
sweet that
oh,
is.
that's a mismatch
No,
because
not
it
at
doesn't
all.
have Frankie's. Oh, we put the pumpkins there.
Yes.
And it still fits that theme. And then when we do take Frankie and Mummy away because it's Halloween no more, then we still have the pumpkins
love
out.
that.
So I want to show everybody the bottoms of these two. If we can get a shot of that, it's the easiest thing in the world. That's where your batteries are going to go. 2 AA's. You have them rolling around in the junk drawer already. And
True. You've
I
been
know
in my
I
junk
do.
drawer. Uh-huh.
And then
Yeah.
one is off, one is on, one is timer, and that's going
Yeah,
to...
on is the timer,
on
which,
is
so
the
you don't
timer.
even have to think about it, right?
Thank you for that.
Yes.
I call the timer feature, it's like in-home turn-down service. You go and you do your stuff, and then you come home around dinner time, and it's like somebody came in and lit all the candles for you.
And
it's
you were
just
like,
so
oh, well,
cozy.
thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jeeves.
Yes. Did you leave a chocolate on my pillow? I hope
Well,
so.
I'm working on that. I have gummy worms and
Right.
candy corn.
Yeah,
How's that?
true story.
Yeah.
True story. True story.
All right, guys, final minute here. Let's recap your choices. With 2,400 orders, and the last time you saw this a year ago, 100 remaining in Buffetti. That's the Mummy and Little Frankie. Then we have the Harvest Leaves.
That's behind you.
Let's get a shot of that. 900 remaining. That's over here. We're going to keep it out so you can see it
I'll bring
too.
the pumpkins to you.
Thank you. Perfect. And then our
Tuck the
pumpkin
pumpkins
patch.
in. The pumpkin patch.
1,000 remaining in pumpkin patch.
And that's it.
Feature price, $10 easy pay. Look at these two because to me, they're just made to go together. All right, QVC.com. Order or bill to, ship to, right? And I feel like I should be doing this.
You're so creepy. This
Okay.
is just fun.
This is super fun and super cute. And when I look at this price tag, I immediately go, okay, if I were to shop anywhere else and try to find something like this, I simply would not. So it's our home sign, the Wooden Harvest home sign. And I'm going to move these around so that you can see. All right. This should almost be $39.99 per piece. And if you wanted to spell the whole word, it would be megabucks. Instead, $13.32
sneak
easy
over
pay.
here.
You go for it. And it's the only order of the year. So just like we
Yes.
talked about with the candles, you got to get it while you can. It's H262941.
So you're going to get all the letters, which I love. And here's a couple other things I want to show you. So they have the harvest pattern. So of course we did the O as the pumpkin, which is really fun. And then also, if you wanted to, of course, you can flip and have them as solid too. So you could have some with the print, some without the print. They're made to obviously have the pattern on the front or to have the solid on the back. How fun is that? So you can kind of customize this however you want, but there's something so sweet about having that kind of nestled on top of your mantle or just on that sideboard where you don't know what to put there necessarily. You could drop a couple of candles in here, add this beautiful harvest sign, and you are decorated for fall without having to go crazy, right, in how you're decorating. And that's the simple touches with Temp-tations that we love, especially our home decor, are those unique pieces that you don't see everywhere else with our unique patterns that are only here for us.
And it has that kind of country chic to it that it doesn't seem out of place outside of the season itself.
Right, right.
So if you want to leave this out while you're also decorating for Christmas, I don't look at this and go, why is this Halloween item out?
Right.
And the versatility of it, not having to bolt anything to the wall, like a framed photo, it's mantelpiece. Oh, I don't have a mantelpiece. Okay, right down the center of your dining room table.
Done. Yes,
And a
sweet.
garland.
Yes.
Behind
Or maybe
it.
you're doing a buffet, and that's kind of like the anchor, and then you're kind of layering all the food. I love tucking it at a window. Look how that brightens and opens. That's just at the top of a staircase. You know, what do you usually put there? I love this on top of the fireplace for the mantle. Maybe you're going to be hosting Thanksgiving, or you're going to be having more people in your home. You can add these simple, warm touches and really create a really sweet space that just by adding a little few pieces there.
I love the
that.
idea of like turning it so that it's facing outside the window.
Yes.
And it's like,
yes,
you know, when,
yes.
like kids are coming home
Yes.
from college for the holidays, and you can put that and have that facing out
Yes.
too.
And it's all reversible, which I love.
Right.
Yes.
No batteries required. You simply
Yeah.
set it out wherever you like, and it's something so pretty. And you know what? When we decorate with verbiage, with words, that like directly impacts us on a deeper level, I think, when we see that, or we see the word gratitude, or like we have boo in the wreath, and that immediately puts a smile on your face because you think about Halloween. If I just say the word home, what does that mean to you? I joke with my daughter, I go, I'm 47. When I go home to
Right.
my mom's house,
Right.
I still fall asleep on the couch within an hour.
100%.
Because I feel like, oh, I'm home. Mom's going to make dinner, and she's probably going to wash my clothes.
I was just going to say, mom can always make the meals you try to make, and they never taste the same. Like, you're home. You're home with
It
mom.
just has
Yes.
a significance
Yes.
to it. All right, you know what? With 600 remaining, we got to call this. Yeah,
Whoa.
I know. It's our only fall decorating show for Entertaining by Tesher.
That's
So
right.
here we go. Easy pay, $13.32. It's H262941.
Oh, love. I do.
We can hear in our ear what's coming next, and we're like, ah, okay. So I will actually lead this next presentation by letting you know what you think about this, right? Those of you who have already placed your order for it. It's customer top rated. So what I always say is nobody gives a 5-star rating because the price was low, and that's it, right? It's value. It's what you got for the price you paid. And almost unanimously, everybody is saying, I'm really glad this wasn't more than $30, but I would have understood if it had been. We've already had 200 orders in the show simply by mentioning it at the top of the hour. And I got to say, like, thank you to whoever priced this. It frankly should have been higher. I'm not going to say that too loud so that those numbers don't change. It's less than 30. It's 3 easy payments of $9.99. It's the figural platter. Let's talk choices. There is no way this kitty cat stays.
No.
It is-
Esmeralda, by the way.
Thank you.
Although I think you renamed her.
Well, my daughter has a black and white cat, and her name is Buttercup.
Oh, there we go.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so that is by far the most popular. Gabby, if you're watching, order one for you, honey.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it because that is Buttercup if ever I saw her. Okay, what did you say,
sweet.
Scott? Sorry. Also the most limited. Darn it.
I'm
Okay.
not surprised. She's been super
All
popular.
right, so but you don't search Esmeralda, you just search cat.
Cat.
Okay,
Thank
so that's
you.
your cat choice. All right,
Yes.
and then we have the witch's hat.
I love this one.
Come on, I love that it's purple
I love the
and
fact that we have buffetti all the way around. But again, as beautiful as it is, it's still very practical.
Right,
You have
it's
that
oven
rim
safe.
right there. Yes, oven safe. Oven safe up to 500 degrees. Dishwasher, microwave. It probably won't fit, but you can put it in the fridge or the freezer. So if you were putting something cold and you wanted to chill it ahead of time, you have nice surface space there to put your cupcakes in here or to put your crudité on
That's
there.
the must-have
I
cookies,
love this one.
if ever there was one. Okay,
Yes.
spiderweb.
Spiderweb. Love the spiderweb. We even incorporated our little spider. He's got his little hat on there. And of course, all of the little detail, the bats, the 5-dot flowers, and truly the shape of the web. Hey, I love this as like a little candle garden.
Oh,
Look,
don't mind that.
Yes, look at that. Look how sweet.
Hey,
You
Scott,
could-
do we have any of the buffetti candles left? We do. Okay, there's a handful left.
That would be really
100
sweet to
left,
pair with
so I
us.
won't spend too much
Okay.
time on that.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
And then down in front, we actually have your fall version. So I love that we have kind of something whimsical for your buffetti and Halloween. And then we have your day in and day out fall. So whether it's that oversized large pumpkin,
big.
sculptural, individually hand painted, you know, sometimes we brush by, pun intended, the fact that they are all individually done by artisans who hand paint all these pieces.
This is $30.
It's
I'm going to say this a lot
crazy.
because that's unbelievable,
Yes.
right? And they look so great here on the front, but I want to pick this up because maybe just by, I'll give you measurements, but like sense of scale when someone's holding them. Look how big this is. So this is not dinner plate size. This is full-blown platter. I mean, you could probably put a Thanksgiving turkey
Look at
on
this.
that.
If you wanted to use this as your little candle garden too, you could put greenery around it when you're not
Oh,
using
but wait,
it.
then you could put
And
the candy on it and be like trick or treat.
Yes, so sweet. Love that. So again, think about that too. Now you have that centerpiece, and when you're not using the candles, then you know you have a baker here, you have a serving platter, you have the most perfect piece to put out there. Thank you. All individual certified hand painting on the back there and all the detail, and then look how beautiful. Harvest is one of those patterns we can never keep in stock, and I want to brag on this guy a little bit. He's completely embossed. What does that mean? It means that I can actually run my fingers on here, and you can see all of this. Isn't just a red leaf, a yellow leaf. The artisans go in and individually hand paint all of the pieces so that you do get the leaf as it looks in nature. It's rimmed, of course, with that braided detail. Look at that. It literally looks like you could pick these leaves right off of the platter.
No, honestly, it looks like you would hand this to me and say, oh, don't cook on this.
Right,
Like, you know,
right. It is just
this
sit
is
in your hutch
delicate.
and don't even breathe on it.
Just put it somewhere where nobody will touch it. And but no, you're meant to freeze it. You're meant to put it in the oven. You're meant to throw it in the dishwasher. Well, don't throw it, but put it in the dishwasher.
Place it. Place it nicely.
Place it gently.
Yes.
I love this look back here because it ties into what we've already been talking about in the show and what we will talk about in the show, right?
Yeah, I love that.
So here we have the harvest platter. We have the leaf in the cloche. We have kind of a standard flameless in there, but don't forget we had the fiber optics. Here's the harvest leaves and the candles behind them, creating that whole look.
Love this.
Why do I keep reminding you of the, oh wait, and then we also have these. I keep reminding you because to Tara's point, they do not last. They don't stay, especially in these seasonal, these thematic ones. Read your reviews. At less than $30, I'm sure people were thrilled by this price, but look at what they're saying, right? Our eyes popped up when we opened the box and saw this incredible witch's hat. It's shiny, it's beautiful, it's artistic, it's clever. Like you're describing the look of it before we even get to, oh, I can't believe it was less than $30. I can't believe I can literally bake cookies on top of it.
Right.
Use it year after year after year. Bequeath it to your kids when they get their own apartment. Gift it to them if they have their first apartment for the very first time.
Put Cheryl's cookies on it, right, and gift it.
Right?
I love that.
No, that's
simple.
my kind of entertainment.
See?
Here you go, kids.
Exactly.
I just took these out of the wrapper and put them on this beautiful tray.
I just came from the supermarket, and look what I made. I mean, look what I bought.
Everybody has to know, right?
Love the cat. Love the spider web.
Spider web has all the pretty colors in it. I love the spider right here. It has the orange, it has the purple, it has the black. Oh, I know we're moving fast here, but let's just focus for a second on the sweet Esmeralda. Look at the eyes. You hear that?
I'm waiting for a cat. It sounds like a gurgling cauldron. I'm not sure what's happening.
I feel like I should be doing this.
Wow.
See, we can play these creepy noises because the kids are back in school. Right. Also, I know this is not technically in the show, but I'm just going to bring Esmeralda over here to the cutest little teapot you ever saw in your life.
So sweet.
So because that's also available. I think you and Jane were presenting this last night, right?
Last night we gave a sneak. I think there's a handful left in her, but she's fantastic. A 1.5 quart. And then look at what we were able to do down here. Like, this is where I love that you can just pop, whether it's breakfast in the morning and you're doing bagels and you're doing some coffee cakes. Jimmy, the baker you have here, just bagels, or you're doing desserts on that witch's hat. Look how fun that is. And I love what you were saying, right? Think about a $30 gift. What does that usually look like? This is all individually hand-painted stoneware. That's just that you can put in the oven up to 500 degrees and fridge and freezer and microwave. It's where we all started.
We have 900 orders. This is also like, look, I'm just going to say it because I've already been through all this, but like when your kid tells you you have to bring treats to the classroom, you throw those pre-made cookies on top of this tray and you bring them into the class and it looks like you put a lot of effort in and you didn't have to.
You are like the number one mom at that point. Okay? Just saying. Just saying.
All right, friends, we have the cat, we have the pumpkin, spider web, witch's hat, and what did I forget? Harvest leaves. Thank you. Okay, so set of 3 pumpkins are next. I invite you to take a look at this price, divide it by 3, get a better sense of what you're spending here per beautiful, hand-painted, real deal, not styrofoam, not plastic, not resin. It is that ceramic staggered pumpkin. So what does staggered mean? We have the 3 different sizes, and you get all 3 of them for 4 easy payments of $17.50. We have an 8-inch, we have a 7-inch, and we have a 6-inch. Yeah. Shall we?
I'm holding the 8-inch, and I love that we did 3 different colors, right? So that's what we talk about when we talk about stagger, adding not only weight to it, but and filling up that space, but also giving you the 3 different levels, which is so sweet. So the orange one there, that's going to be our smallest one, and that's a 6-inch. Then you have the 7-inch, and I love that we did the white with the little purple, with of course the true bat and cobweb, and then mine is actually that we call this resist. It means that it's actually carved into the stoneware, and then so you hear the texture, and then the color is saturated around it. So each one is prettier than the next, but you don't have to choose. You're getting all 3.
I have to make the comparison again, and it's probably exhausted, but like again, if you go into, and you know there's certain catalogs or certain home decor brands, and they come out with their Halloween themed edition, and the, you know, and you go, oh, I want that one, and that one's 70. Okay, but what if I want to get this one too, and that one's 50, and that one's 40, and holy cow, I'm spending almost $200 to get the entire set. It's $69.98 for the entire set, and it's basically the jack-o'-lantern that you never throw out. or have to carve and get all funky.
Exactly. And it's consistent every year, right? Because you know you carved that jack-o'-lantern and you're like, some years are better than others.
Stencil didn't look like this.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
And there's something really sweet and universal about a pumpkin, right? There's this great silhouette. It's iconic. It's what we think about as we start to think about fall. So the fact that you're getting all three different colors, unique enough to put down, like you said, the center of your table or maybe pop on your mantle. You don't have to go fully decorating, whether it be for Halloween or for fall. This will take you through it.
Wowza. Okay, so we have fewer than 500 remaining. Limited, obviously, across the board. This is going to be the only order of the year. And again, whenever I host these seasonal decor shows, there's like a little struggle inside. I'm like, yay, you know, it's very popular. And then I go, oh, you know, for people who tune in or they go to QVC.com and there's little to none left, it's a blink of an eye when we do shows like these. They really are like limited edition in this case. And then to get all three of them for that price. I'm the lazy decorator, so for me, it's like this and just some simple leaf garland that I got, you know, at the grocery store or the craft store.
Throw some fiber optic candles and you are like...
That's what I'm talking about.
A rock star. Like magazines are coming to your house to shoot it.
Oh, look, it makes my head. Look, I'm like Sleepy Hollow.
Where is she? Where is she? Oh my gosh, I love it. So whether you're putting them up on pillars or you're putting them up on your mantle, I love what you were saying, like special edition, limited edition. We don't always guarantee that we bring this back next year. These are really, truly kind of one and dones that we create for this holiday.
Right.
And then we're always coming up with new, great ideas to kind of decorate and make your home, your house feel like a home.
Which is true, truly. But then I don't come next year and go, well, I guess I'm starting all over again because everything looks so drastically different. Instead, it all kind of weaves one back into the next. Can you lift that?
Yes. Oh, I'm so in love with this resin wreath.
Resin wreath.
Yes.
Is like all things that we love about the Buffetti collection in one. The spider web, the jack-o'-lantern.
You haven't even seen Jack, really.
The little mummy, little Frankie.
Yes, look down at the bottom. Look, there's Esmeralda.
Is there really? Okay, Scott says there's only 400 remaining in that wreath. It's supposed to get a full presentation, but smart are we to give you the item number now so that you don't have to wait. You know what? That spooky music is when I give you a low update. Like,
oh, is that?
Oh no,
that's the key.
400 remaining. Yeah, let's just pretend. But do you see, my point is like, we have a theme that ties in. It's never super matchy-matchy, but you definitely kind of get the sense that like one pairs back to the next. And then next year, when something else comes out, it still works back to it. One of the beauties that I love about Temp-tations is that over the years I have amassed this beautiful collection. I didn't break the bank, and every year I find something new, but I don't feel like I have to start all over.
Right, it's a collection, right? And that's what's been amazing. We're celebrating our 20th year here at QVC. We just came off of 31 days of Temp-tations, and so we're kicking it off with the Harvest Hour, our only Harvest Hour of the year, where we truly have the best of the best. When it's our 20th anniversary, you better believe, like, we pulled out all the stops to pull this show together, and I love the graduation of these three pumpkins. And to your point, because I have shopped those high-end catalogs, you do have to buy one for that price, and it's usually the smaller one. And of course you want the rest of them to go with it because it's a set. And now we took all of the heavy lifting out of there, gave you all three, and they're all individually hand-painted or carved into that beautiful stoneware. You're getting all three pumpkins.
Just so I can kind of separate it from the table and you can see everything you are getting. So there's all three for that one money, for that one price.
Amazing.
And it basically breaks down to an 8-inch in diameter, a 7-inch, and a 6-inch. The smallest one is 6 inches all the way around, and the biggest one is probably working out your bicep right now.
It is. I've actually, look at that. Yeah. All right.
All right, we're down to 400, so we're going to have to wrap this up. So if you want one of the last 400, QVC.com, take advantage of those 4 easy monthly payments that expire at the end of the day. It's H262939.
Look at that table.
So I'm hearing we will not have time to give a full presentation to the cloche. There are 2 choices, harvest and pumpkin. Here's why we're not doing a full presentation. There are fewer than 100 remaining in each of our choices. And just, I know we're not doing the whole present. Hi, I'm walking around the camera. Okay, in case you're going, what the heck is a cloche? Okay, I'm not going to lie. I actually just found out, like, when I first started working here, I'm like, it's this beautiful display.
Candle included.
Candle is included. Solid ceramic, gorgeous. You get the glass cover, $43.64, and the flameless candle. That's crazy.
And by the way, if you pick up the fiber optic, Jen, you want to pop that in there? You could do that too. We have pumpkin patch and the fiber optic
5 dozen remaining
that you could do there too. Look at that.
In the harvest, 5 dozen. Okay, thank you.
Love, love, love.
100 in pumpkin patch. Even the ribbing and the ceramic all the way around. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. So,
and by the way, that's food safe. So if you wanted to put like a little cupcake or little like desserts on there, you could do that too. Yes.
I know they said full presentation, but I kind of did one. Anyway.
Don't tell us we can't show something.
Okay, so it's time to move on to the, and I'm going to throw this in quotes. We had to call it something, so we're calling it a napkin holder. It is a napkin holder in the sense that it is currently holding napkins, because you also get the 80 napkins themed back to the pattern of your choice inside the napkin holder. Now, what happens when you're done with those napkins or you don't have additionals that you want to put in there? It's a baker. Do your cobbler, do your brownies, do whatever you like inside of it, and it comes, because this is Tara, with the matching weight. So if you're using it outside, we had 3,000 orders already. Every review on this item is 5 stars. Flawless reviews coming in already on K66902. I'm laughing because I looked at the price. $29.98. Pumpkin patch is going fast, so let's show that now. 2 dozen remaining in pumpkin patch.
So I love that we coordinated the paper napkins
So
too,
smart.
right? Because again, I love the ability to do that. We love cloth napkins, but sometimes you just want paper. Sometimes when you're just doing some appetizers or you're doing like a quick dessert, that's the best way. But then yes, at the heart of it, this is a baker, this is like your brownie dish, right? And I love that you can mix right in here, put it in the oven up to 500 degrees, the dishwasher, the fridge, the freezer. We give you the adorable hand-painted weight. So when you're putting that out on your holiday table, maybe you're picking up more than one, you could anchor them on each side of the table. You have the Buffetti, and then I think we have the harvest is over here too.
Awesome. Okay, so I'll show you Buffetti from the side. We have our usual suspects. Pumpkin sold out now, hon. Okay, so Esmeralda and the Mummy and Little Frankie and our Ghosty is on there too on every side. And then let me just show you, it comes with the spiderweb napkins and then the spiderweb weight as well.
And when the napkins are gone, it's still individually hand-painted in there as well. And then here's the harvest. So you're obviously sensing that theme. If you picked up the platter earlier, these are those same beautiful leaves. And then there is your napkin, and there's that sweet little weight. This is stoneware also. So remember when this fits standard napkins. So when these printed ones are gone, of course you can go ahead and put your own napkins in there. But this is what Jen's talking about, the fact that it's a baker also, and it's that same beautiful stoneware. So who else does a napkin holder that is also a baker that you can refill that comes with a sweet little weight? We do.
This should not be $30. All right. And then the weight and the napkins.
80.
But let's just roll with it. So you get the 80 napkins. That could be, I don't know, $8 to $10 on its own. And then the baker at less than 30. When we call it a baker, it's up to 500 degrees. It's in the dishwasher. It's in the freezer. If you're doing like a frozen layer dessert, you can do that inside too. Oh, that must mean an update's coming. I heard the evil laugh. The next to go, though, is going to be the harvest leaves.
Is the harvest. I love that.
100 left.
And we just tucked it even just back here. So when we're talking about our pumpkin platters, our harvest platters, our beautiful cloche, and then, of course, our candles, look at popping that. This polishes it all off. You could have your desserts here, and this is kind of like your dessert station. You could have your apps here, and this is now your app station. Or you can just leave it as something that you like to decorate with, right? And that's kind of how you do it, whether you picked up our ribbon wreath. Everything in the show coordinates back, so you can truly turn that house into a home. I love these.
Somebody's hosting Thanksgiving for the first year or something, and you gift that to them, and it's like, okay, when everybody's coming up to serve, here's the napkins, but then next year when you host again, you can use it as a baker for a small serving of a casserole or something like that. So that's, you know, a perfect option for you too. Now, that's going to be the next to go. We lost the pumpkin patch already. And then we have the Buffetti, which honestly, I think even if you just had it out and you use it as a candy dish.
Great idea. Love that.
You like that?
Genius.
Come up with these little ideas as we go. We have 600 left. This is your highest quantity choice. 600 left in Buffetti. Harvest is sold out. So you can have any choice you like as long as it's this one.
And I have to say, I think this is the cutest.
This is the last one.
Me too. Well, I think we brought in the most of this, right? Anticipating that this would be our most popular. But I love your idea of like picking up more than one, because now you have 2 great bakers, right? Think about this just as your side dish. Can you imagine your scalloped potatoes in here? Can you imagine your berry cobbler?
Potatoes.
Oh, anytime. Any carb. I can imagine any carb in here.
Name it.
Pasta, oatmeal, whatever you want to do. Remember, this doesn't just have to be for dinner or a side. This is your lunch dish. This is your breakfast dish. So many things we love about Temptations is contained in
you're
this.
baking for kids or grandkids, and it has these characters on the side.
Put the gummy worms on it, some eyeballs.
Put the gummy worms on it.
Call it a day.
Honestly, when I I was a kid, I would have woken up before my parents and filled this with cereal and poured milk in it.
Yes.
I mean, you know, like the
put
kids
a dirt cake in there. Yeah. Right? How fun. Little cookies again. And then again, if it's just sitting on the table, look how sweet that is. I love your idea of putting Halloween candy in there.
Halloween
what a sweet
candy.
Halloween candy dish.
Does the grown-ups need their Halloween candy too?
Yes.
All right.
do.
So, P.S. Everything you see on the table available at QVC.com. If maybe only momentarily, given how limited these seasonal items are. So, K66902, only the buffetti remains. I'm glad for that, though, because it's incredibly popular. All right. So, hanging ramekin. We can move that back over here if you like.
If you want to take a quick peek. Look how cute this is. I know this is just a quickie, but...
Okay. No time for a full presentation, but it is available. Come on. Every time I see this cast of characters in a different incarnation, they get cuter and cuter. It's the 3-piece hanging ramekins. Can we still bake in them?
Of course you can.
Thank you. $39.98. Easy pay $13.33. There she is. I love that she has that little goofy smile.
Of course she does.
Frankie.
Thank you, Frankie. And of course we had to remember Esmeralda.
They actually mean good luck. The theory is actually the whole like wire cats, black cats, supposedly bad luck, is because you couldn't see them at night and you were always tripping over them.
Oh,
that's the theory.
I did not know that. We had a black cat growing up. Cleo.
They're the sweetest.
This item is so adorable.
Okay, I don't know how everybody is not going to want this out somewhere by their front door, outside, kind of guiding everybody to their home for the holidays, be it Halloween or harvest. And so now we're going to talk about the sign. 2 different choices. I'm trying to see where. Oh, there we are.
Have one there and one there.
Okay.
Which we want to go?
Let's head over here first.
All right, let's do
that first holiday. And I think we just need to change out the graphic at the bottom, guys. But where should we go for our Halloween adventures? Well, the yard sign's going to tell us. Should we go to Mummy Mansion to hang out with this sweetie?
Yeah.
Do we go to the Witch's Woods?
Look at Esmeralda there.
Esmeralda will guide us there.
Yes.
My daughter's obsessed with haunted hayrides, and I'm too chicken.
And I don't like haunted anything. I really don't.
Haunted anything.
I don't like anything jumping out
or
at me.
Or creepy castle.
I don't want the creepy castle. We tuck these in here. They have a great stake right there at the bottom. There's a quick little assembly when you get it home. You literally screw the foot together and then put these signs right on side, and you are ready. And you can change up the however you want them.
Up. That's awesome.
And you know what I love about these too? All right, so that's Mummy Mansion.
Yes.
You want to go look at the harvest and the pumpkin patch?
Yes.
I love these because this could be indoor, outdoor. This could be big space, small space. Like tucking this in with your mums, and you are good to go. Can we see that over there? You're so good.
If you can't see this one, let me know because we can go to the back too. But it's pumpkin patch at the top, autumn woods, harvest orchard, and the fall hayride. I'll do the fall hayride.
Yes, me too.
Somebody else can do that.
There's apple cider, I'm sure. There's some cinnamon donuts. I'm in.
Oh, heck yeah.
By the way, do you see that cute little Maisie all the way over to the right? That is our Scarecrow. Aww. He's one of our newest members of the family. And I love that you have the pumpkin patch detail. This is just so fun because if you don't have a big space or you just have maybe you just have a balcony or a patio, you can tuck this in with your moms and still have such a sweet pop of the holiday.
What a clever idea. Just pick up some of the mums that are outside at your grocery store right now.
Put the steak right inside it. It couldn't be easier.
I love that. That's so cute. I actually really appreciated the scale of this. I hadn't seen it until it just came out on the set, and I'm like, I appreciate that this isn't this massive.
Yeah, it's like 36 inches, which is so great. And I designed it again for just that. The fact that when you look it right over your shoulder, it's just a little pop of that. And then, of course, it has all the cute little designs and all the cute little names and the detail. And literally, you pop it out of the box, screw the base in, and you're good to go.
It's $34.95. Wait, can I put this out like in a weather type situation?
You can leave it outside. Yes,
okay.
It is treated and ready for all of the elements. So again, put it in your yard, tuck it in your flower bed, put it in your mum's, put it next to your hay bale, whatever you want to do, however you love to decorate. And to your point, I didn't want those big, huge leaners. I mean, I love them, but this was one of those little
There's
accent
a place
pieces.
For that. Maybe
always
not.
An accent.
Maybe
always,
not here. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy pay, $11.65. I love that close-up that we saw earlier of our mummy and our Frankie. And this is the whole idea behind Temp-tations entertaining. It's not just for the table. This then becomes a lifestyle, right? So you take those really whimsical themes and you weave them into other areas of the home, but it doesn't have to be outside the front door. Like you said, to that scale, put it in something inside your home.
Yeah, like look what we just popped it right in one of our vases that we have. There was the idea of tucking it in with your flowers that you're already picking up at the grocery store. Or this was super cute, right? Stacking it on a covered porch where maybe you have your hay bale and you have some of your other pieces. Just by popping in this piece, you've now created a nice welcome to your front door or side door, or maybe it's just your balcony and it's just a smaller space that you have. You can decorate that too.
Okay, so Scott, you may have to give that update to Tara because my IFB is going wacky on me.
Oh,
yeah.
let me know.
So now you get to play host. Say that 500 in each, I think is what I heard. Sorry, I was getting some feedback there.
Got it.
I think that look on your face, you kind of wanted to give the update, didn't you?
I was ready. I was prepared. Are you kidding? Absolutely. Look at that. Look at that just tucked right into your mulch bed. Right? That's what's so fun.
I'm going to walk back
Yeah,
there. I'm
go
going to kind
ahead.
of sit next to it so you can kind of get that sense of
I
smell.
love that.
Where would you go if this were you and you were headed into like a situation where you got to choose? Would you go to now? Keep in mind these are the folks that are greeting you when you get there. All right. So would you go to Mummy Mansion, Creepy Castle, Haunted Hayride?
Nope.
Big old nope there from
Nope.
Jeff. Or Witch's Wood. Ooh. Well, if that's what the witch sounds, it actually sounds kind of sweet. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to Mummy Mansion.
Yeah, I agree. And then if we're going in the pumpkin patch, I'm going on the fall hayride for sure.
Really?
I'm gonna
Okay.
switch with you. Yeah.
Pumpkin
let's take a peek.
patch, Harvest Orchard, Autumn Woods, or the fall hayride. All I know is I'm so glad there wasn't a maze involved.
No mazes.
Okay, we're on the same page.
We are always on the same page.
Okay,
No.
my daughter begged me to go, and I said, I can't do them. I will be lost forever. And I literally had to wave the flag. I couldn't get out.
I can't even get out of QVC. I don't know where I'm going. I have the worst sense of direction. Never put me in a maze.
I mean,
ever.
it doesn't help that we
Ever.
changed the entire studio by the time you got back.
Well, that's
Right,
true,
so,
too.
Okay,
We did
anyway.
walk in here like, where are we?
Where the heck am I? All right. Say that all the time. All right, so guys, we're moving on, and here's the thing: we have 400 remaining in this resin wreath. I think we just have the one choice, right, Scott?
That's it.
Yeah, this is it. 400 left. So that's why we chose it towards the end of the show. This is a solid resin wreath. It is new. It's the only order of the year. We lose that easy pay at the end of the day. $64.98. All of our sweet cast of characters are there. What you may not realize until you get this home is how weighty, solid, impressive. There's presence to it. It really is molded work of art as much as it is.
And the reason why I designed it, yes, I did design it so that you could hang it, of course. Like you'll get it at home. It has that nice little bracket. It even comes with this sweet little silk ribbon. But I really wanted to create something for the center of your table. So no matter which way you're looking up at this, you can see that you can tuck the flameless candles right inside or the fiber optic candles right inside there. You can use it and actually put one of the pumpkins right inside there like we were showing. It's a layering piece. But I love all the detail. And it's resin. So if you picked up our adorable little resin candlesticks, this coordinates back, same material. I love that we anchored it with the cobwebs. We have Jack over here. That's our sweet little jack-o'-lantern. We have, this is all three-dimensional. There's our ghost right there at the bottom. There you can see Esmeralda. So all of that carved detail that you're able to get with resin is spectacular, which is why I wanted to create this. Yes, you can hang it, but also look how sweet when you just layer that right down in the center of the table. Now it's created an outlet for you to go ahead and maybe put one of your pumpkins in here. Or if there's any fiber optics left, you can tuck them right inside there. And now you have that little pop there. A baker will fit inside there. That deco, look how sweet that is. You'll see it in a moment on your door. I love that idea too. Look at that.
Yeah,
Hello,
no, this is
Esmeralda.
Wreath 2.0. This
Yes.
is like next level.
Yes.
Because when we think about it, I don't know about you, but a lot of times I go, I'm going to change out the wreath because the one that I have has got a little crushed maybe from the storage last year, or you just kind of fatigue of it. You never get tired of this. And it's so striking. It's so different. Once again, appreciating a smaller scale. So 16 inches, I'm hanging that. Like I have an area above my kitchen sink and it has a tile backsplash to it. And I'll take one of those 3M hooks with the adhesive on the back. And they hold a lot of weight. And I would absolutely put that cute little wreath above the sink. So if you already have that favorite wreath that you put outside on your front door, AKA the ribbon wreath.
Love the ribbon.
That we had earlier in the show. Here's the one that's more of like that indoor, like crafted work of art. Or like I've been saying about literally everything in the show, it is a gift if ever there was one.
And I love that we were just showing you, we had it on the Lazy Susan, which I love the idea, again, of having then the cloche right there in the center. There's so many, this is a layering piece. Yes, of course, it is beautiful as that wreath, but it's also great to use it to anchor the table and all of the workmanship and detail that goes into this. Like if you picked up Little Mummy and Little Frankie in our pillars, this is the same resin material. So these kind of like, they go together, and that's really fun too. Remember that ribbon comes, it's nice and weighty as Jen was saying, and you have all of that sculptural detail and all of that hand painting. Look at like all three-dimensional. I did want to just show you that profile there. So fun. It's like
300
a carved
remaining.
piece.
And
really
you know what, I haven't said this much, but it's so true. This is one where you go, you know what, I want the kids to smile when I see something too. It's not all, you know, super fancy harvest decor. Some of it, it's just sweet and cute. Look at that.
Right on the Lazy Susan, so fun.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the most popular item in the show with 3,000 orders.
Thank you.
And a wow, one of them about to go. So here's the backstory. We presented it earlier in the show. We had not seen these candles in over a year. And that is kind of a technicality too, because God bless Rick pretty much said, here are these candles. Oh, they're sold out. Thanks, Tara. We really didn't need you because we just showed them and they were gone, right? So took a year, back in stock. It's the set of 2 fiber optic candles. So that is one part of the distinction. The other, of course, is that they have these adorable themes to them. And then, yes, the price tag, $31.47 for a set of 2, breaks down to $15 and change per, and all you're going to need are 2 AA batteries. So that choice is the Buffetti with Lil Frankie and Little Mummy, but I don't know if we have many of the. Okay, it's last call. That means almost sold out.
Yes, and that doesn't guarantee that we'll be able to bring them back next year. So if
Right,
you have
because
your
this is it for
heart
the year.
Yes, this is it. If you have your heart set on
Next
them.
best bet is
Yes.
maybe 2023. No guarantees. That order's not been placed yet. Okay, this is Pumpkin Patch. 800 remain in Pumpkin Patch. Whoops.
And then I brought these
However many we
over.
ordered this year, Tara, we're going to have to double for next
I
year.
know.
Okay,
I
all right.
know. And we thought we had enough for this
Harvest
whole season.
600. Womp womp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a one show and done situation. Okay, so we won't focus too much on Buffetti because that would be torture for those who miss out on the opportunity. But tell me again, like, what drew you to this? We've seen flameless, that's
Yes.
for sure. We've seen decorated flameless, but it's the fiber optic.
It's the fiber optic. It's magical to me. What I love about the fiber optics is that it actually twinkles and it cascades down, right? So you have that beautiful morphing color, and you're able to place the fiber optics directly on the pattern, which I also loved, right? So a lot of flameless candles, you have beautiful illumination. We included in our cloche, but there is something so magical about the twinkling of that look. And then, you know what I love, Jen? It's like 2 in 1. If you don't want the twinkling, you turn it around and you still have that beautiful, beautiful, soft, warm glow. They're real wax candles, flameless, with the twinkling light right there on the inside. That's all part of that beautiful technology that runs all the way down the candle. It had to have a timer. I'm obsessed with my candles on timers. So literally you just flip it on and that's your 6-hour timers. 6-hour timer on, 18 hours off. And I love actually that we have our classic
No, that looks like it was made to
harvest
go together.
and pumpkin. Look how sweet they are
I
together.
have my arms full of candles because these are all the Buffettis and they're
Oh,
sold
you're
out.
taking them.
Yep.
I get it.
Well, it's the end of the show anyway, so I might as well help out the crew. All right, so Buffetti sold out. And since I'm walking in this direction, guys, I also want to show you the cloches.
Yeah.
Is that the plural of cloche? Last call. 3 dozen remaining in each. Harvest and Pumpkin Patch. I show you those. Yes, they come with their own flameless, which is amazing, but you can swap them out for the fiber optics. There's the information on your
fun,
screen.
too.
You will be one of the last few to get it. Final minute to chat about these 2 AA batteries.
Yes.
And what I love is that they look beautiful from the outside and the inside. I was actually half shocked when the lights came down. I'm like, why are we? Oh, right, because you forget that.
Yes. Like you could
beautiful
actually
lights
put
on.
the lights completely down, and what I love about the fiber optics,
Yeah.
unlike your regular flameless, is that it still creates that beautiful pattern, and that's what I love. And the 6-hour timer for me, walking into a home when it's dark, you know, and it'll be dark soon, right, at like 6, 7 o'clock.
Boo.
I know. You walk in, and that's what's greeting you, and that's what I love. And fall, longest season, so I love the idea of picking up both sets because I think the color combo goes well together, and you can mix and match and have fun with
One of
these.
the reasons that I decorate for Christmas so early is I love the way it makes me feel.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
You don't have to wait for Christmas. Decorate for harvest and get that same kind of cozy feeling, even if you live in a warm climate. It doesn't have to be cold outside to get that cozy feeling that is fall and that is harvest. But my suspicion is if we already lost the Buffetti and the other 2 are so limited, savor it while you can. This is probably the only presentation of the year. All right. And then if it returns next year, we may have new themes. We may not have it at all. All right. $31.47 is your feature price for the set of 2. It's an easy pay of $10.49. Pumpkin Patch, Harvest Leaves, H228926 is your item number. 400 remaining in each. One more update for you. It's just going to be limited. But anyway, customer top-rated figural platter. We have 1,000 orders. We have Witch's Hat. We have Esmeralda, the kitty cat. We have Spiderweb, and then we have the pumpkin and the Harvest Leaves. If you want Esmeralda, the cat, 800 remaining. That's actually better news than I thought, so that's good. H227321. This is how we started the show, the ribbon wreath. We have your choice of Harvest or Buffetti, the one that says Boo in the center. Buffetti, Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, 600 remaining. And if you want harvest, 400 remaining. That's okay.
Wow.
Poor Tara. I'm looking at her face. She's like,
I'm like, wait,
what's
what?
happening? Yeah. And then there's your home sign. We just have the pumpkin choice that has the leaves on it. We started with 800, and we have 300 remaining.
Love that one.
3 easy payments of $13.32. Guess what? Even if we didn't plan for this to be the only full fall hour, we kind of don't have a choice.
No, we don't. And we put this all up ahead of time, so you've been shopping it and loving it. So
it
I'm
makes
so
sense.
happy.
It's such a pleasure to be with you.
Thank you. Always great to be with. Like I said, 5 minutes or an hour. Let's make it 2
I
hours
prefer an
next
hour.
time.
Next time, let's make it
2 hours.
All right, so we already got you all geared up for fall, right? Actually, no. We've got more to come, including our NFL Today's Special Value, Go Saints, right after the break.
So scary.
Yeah.